Hello guys, gals, and my non-binary pals. My name is Cat. Just Cat. That's all. I want to welcome you back to my channel. This week I wanted to give you a look, honey. A drag look. Today we're doing a full drag beat, including an eyebrow cover. Y'all, I'm a hot mess. I do apologize. Step 1, we're going to take some Germ-X and run it through your eyebrows. This gets rid of the excess oil in the brows and will help with the brow cover later. Next, you want to take some old-fashioned Elmer's disappearing purple glue stick and rub it through the brow, starting at the tail and running it through the brow against the grain. I know what you're thinking, and yes, this feels as disgusting as it looks. Seriously, so gross. Then you're going to take a spoolie and comb through the brows with the grain this time to lay the brow hairs down as flat as possible. So I repeat this step 3 times, remembering to push the glue down with the grain of the eyebrows and allowing the glue to fully dry between each layer. After that, you want to put down another layer of glue and then powder immediately after with airspun. I do about 4 layers of the glue and powder. Just go right in with the glue on top of the powder. It may look a little gummy, but it will look fine after you powder again. Alright, if you did this right, you should have crumbly bits around the edge. You're going to want to take a makeup wipe and carefully blend the edges of the glue stick. This will help to dissolve the clump, honey. And then I just flop on a little powder to take care of that moisture from the makeup wipe. Now, you're going to take the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the Dewy formula and just slap it all over your eyebrow and eyelid, and then blend her out with a booty blender. Take a full coverage pressed powder and set the foundation. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless pressed powder. $6, girl. That's the good stuff. Now, if you look like the browless wonder, then you did it correct, honey. Now take some retinol and grease that coconut. I like to do a light dusting of powder to make the skin look more matte, and so I can move on to the next step, which is priming. I'm going to take the NYX pore filler and fill in my ditches. You know, my pores. I call them ditches, they're that big. Y'all, this pore filler is no joke. Like, it is seriously magic. It's just, I love it, I love it, I love it. Now I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick and I'm slathering it all over my forehead. I find that this foundation is super full coverage but super drying too. So before I blend her out, I pop on some of the Wet n Wild foundation from before to help moisten the foundation. Ugh, I know, I hate me too for saying moisten. Oh, and I'm sorry for saying it again just now. Now blend her out. Just a light dusting before we try to draw on some eyebrows. So this was the moment when I realized how disgusting my brows looked. You know, I forgot to speak in tongues before and it really shows. Okay, time for liner. I'm using the NYX gel liner on an angled liner brush. Make it big and make it drag, honey. I'm making the liner very thick so that it will cover the natural fold in my eye. Trust me, it will balance out in the end, at least in my opinion. There are no rules. Use whatever tool you need to fill in the liner. I used a combination of my finger and a flat brush to pat the product in. Do what you got to do. Give yourself a sharp inner corner to complete that cat eye shape. Here, you can catch me pinching the tip of the angled brush so that I can draw as thin a line as possible. Ooh, honey, we love pinching just the tip. Pro tip, make sure you check in with a bigger mirror so that you can see how to balance the eyeliners as much as possible. I'm gonna clean up my edges with a makeup wipe and let my mouth hang open for a bird to nest in, apparently. I take my e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer and trace the perimeter of my liner, further snatching those lines right up, honey. I'm seriously one step from just letting that tongue hang out. Like, what's wrong with me? I don't get it. When you look like an operatic raccoon, you're gonna take your booty blender and bounce it out, love. I'm going in with a black eyeshadow to set the gel liner. So I gave up on the eyebrows and opted for a big dramatic cut crease, baby. We're gonna lean into the whole 80s alien drag queen man lady realness. I'm gonna create a rainbow look using warm tones on the upper lid and cool colors under the lower lash line. Remember to stamp on the shadow to lay down the pigment and stipple and flick the brush to help to define the shape. I wanted this super bright and super saturated, so I go back and forth between the red, the orange, and the yellow eyeshadows to create this beautiful gradient. If it starts to look muddy, just be patient. Add more pigment, and most importantly, keep blending. Here, I'm taking black eyeshadow on an angle brush and I'm lining the base of the shadow. I will smudge it out to create a smoky cut crease. Since adding the black, you're going to want to go back and amplify the warm tones again to bring back the saturation. Same story, other eye. Now, I'm gonna do my base using the same foundation stick and liquid foundation combo. It's a lot of makeup, but don't worry, she's gonna be looking fine, fresh, and feminine by the end. Taking the NYX gel liner, I'm going to create a winged lower liner and then smudge it out with greens, blues, and purples. To get the blend correct, honey, you have to go back and forth between the colors and the black liner and just blend and finesse until it looks smooth, baby. Again, stamping to lay down the color and swishing to blend and define the shape. Next, I'm gonna lay down my highlight using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer again. Feel free to use the whole tube like me. I'm gonna go back in and refresh and refine the lower lash line. Taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit, I'm gonna snatch my cheeks, my forehead, and my nose. Normally I would say go in lightly, but this is drag, so you do you, boo-boo. I smashed the contour brush flat to create the nose contour. Don't be worried about precision right now. We'll clean it up with the highlight very soon. Gonna bake my cake using the Coty Airspun and then press in the excess powder with a kabuki style flat brush. I'm taking the pressed powder from before and pressing this over the contour areas in the perimeter of the face. This is called veiling. It helps to soften the contour and it really helps to smooth out the texture of the skin. Now I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Contour Kit and adding back in the contour. Taking a big fluffy brush, I'm adding bronzer to add warmth to my face. Finesse that nose snatch by drawing on a thin nose bridge with the e.l.f. concealer, and then you're going to tap it out with your finger. Oh yes, darling, she's looking so snatched. I'm gonna go in with a pink eyeshadow and blush my entire existence. The house down boots, or however that saying goes. Just like I said before, go back in and zhuzh up your eyeshadow. Taking a pink shadow, I'm going to create a shadowy gradient in the cut crease from black to pink to white. Splashing on some Wet n Wild highlighter, this will help to intensify the blush. Then, I'm going to top that highlighter with another highlighter that is absolutely stunning. So freaking stunning. After you glaze that face like you glaze a donut, go in and finesse that liner again. Taking a black liner, I'm going to overline my lips and fill it in with a bright pink liquid lipstick by Wet n Wild. Coat your lashes in a thick coat of mascara because you're a woman. Once again, intensify the black liner with some eyeshadow. Next, I'm going to take this glitter primer and fill in the entire cut crease. This will help us lay down the glitter and create a glitter gradient. Now, taking a completely eye-safe cosmetic glitter, or at least that's what I'm going to tell all of you, I'm going to press it onto the primer. I'm using pink and white glitters to recreate the gradient underneath. I'm gonna plop on a wig, some lashes, an earring, just one, and then go take a shot, and I'll be right back. And there you have it, honey. I'm serving cheap 80s alien man, lady, woman of the night. I hope y'all love this tutorial and that you will consider giving it a like and a share. Also, don't forget to subscribe because duh, I'm fabulous. And I'm so stinking excited about next week's video. Y'all ain't even ready. So stay tuned, my kitties.